Yeah. All right. Good morning. It's 9/6/17, and I'm gonna go over a couple things here on Think and Grow from Napoleon Hill. Think and Grow Rich. If you never heard the audio tapes, I suggest that you go on YouTube and listen to this and listen to it freaking until you understand it. So if that takes 10 times, listen to it 10 times. If it takes, before work, do it before. If it takes after work, do it after. But do it. Do this. Do yourself a favor and and listen to this. Or if you like reading, read. Me, I like the audio tapes better. I like listening, but definitely I do this a lot. All right. So I'm gonna go over one of the topics, which is the truth. All right. So one thing that I pride myself on is I know we're not the biggest and I know we're not the best yet, but I know that we do business the right way. Okay, I know that I hire people the right way, and I know that I don't steal people, and I don't do things that a lot of other companies, practice. So we might not have, and everybody in this company might not have exactly what they want yet, because this way is a longer road, but it's actually the road where when you do get it, you're going to be satisfied, for one, because you earned it, and for two, you're going to stay in business because you're not doing a bunch of unethical things. So as far as the truth goes, it says in the audiobook that you don't want to build a business based off of lies and deception and based off of a lot of bullshit, basically. So I know in sales, we're masters at bullshitting people, but at the same time, you have to become a master at this, all right? Doing good business, hiring people the way you're supposed to. It does take longer to find a new person and teach them instead of just going around trying to steal people. But I guarantee it's more satisfying when you see that person start to sell, when you see that person actually, doing what you taught him, and you see him flourish a year or two. And it does take a while. It takes a couple years to learn how to be a salesman. To even get to be an average salesman, it probably takes a couple years here. But the good thing is, how satisfying does it feel when you talk to the guys that have been here for a long time and they are starting to make that kind of money that they came here to make in the beginning, but it took them 5 years or 6 years. Ask them how satisfying it feels now, 5 to 6 years later, putting in that work and all that time and effort. It feels 100 times more satisfying than some guy that took the shortcut. So pretty much what you want to do is you want to read and you want to listen to that audiobook, Think and Grow Rich, from Napoleon Hill. And this is one of the biggest things that you want to build your foundation off of, is the truth. All right. I pride myself on that personally. I've never had a list of customers that I was waiting on to go, resell. I've never done it once, and I've sold more alarms than everybody in this company, and I've never done it one time. I've never went back to a former, customer and said, "Hey, I'm going to re-sign them up," trying to make easy money. Now, if I'm knocking doors and I run into it, that's a different story. But I don't have a database. I don't have a list. I'm not looking for this shortcut. I don't want that, because I want true success. Everything that I do, I want it to be real. All right. So do not take shortcuts. Create the habit. All right, of never quitting. So it's not about the short-term success. It's about the long-term success with me. And for me, I definitely take a lot of pride in not taking a shortcut. And my daughter left yesterday to boot camp, and I live in an area in Newport Beach where nobody even went to the Marines, not even the guys in school went. So, like, her being a girl going to me was like us as a family teaching them this: do not take the shortcuts. I know where she lacked. She lacked a lot of discipline. She lacked sacrifice. She lacked a sick work ethic, and I really felt like the Marines would give her that. So I know it's tough, and I know it's 4 years of grueling, non-stop sacrifice, and she's not going to be at home with the comforts of home, but I think that's going to benefit her later on in life. So that's what I'm into. I'm into setting myself up, my business, and my family, and all of the people that work here, and teaching them this. So I also wrote down, learn to deal with it, all right? Learn to go through the shit, all right? You're going to go through some shit. I get it. The chargebacks, losing people, customers canceling, like, that's all part of this game. If you're only gonna just want to take the good part of this game, which is the money, and run, then you're never gonna get anywhere. I don't give a shit who you are or what company you work for. Here, we're gonna teach you to go through the shit. If you owe money, go through it. There's a payment plan you can do here, right? If you're going through some hard times, speak up and talk to one of your managers or give me a call. All right, I need to know what's going on before the shit hits the fan. Like, you need to come to me and tell me, hey, this is going on and I'm struggling and this and that, so that way I can fix the problem. If you come to me last minute, it's going to be harder to fix the problem. I know we have great people in this company and we have a lot of potential. I'm really excited about moving to our new location in Santa Ana. I'm really excited about getting the real estate going soon out of Santa Ana, and also the timeshares and stuff. I'm really, like, I'm ready to dominate. I think that we've definitely set up, the guys that have been here for the longest are the toughest, and they've been set up to move on and to do something even greater, all right? And that's what I've always wanted to do, and I know that's what we're working towards. I'm not saying it's gonna happen overnight, but I can definitely see us in Hawaii and all of California dominating in different sales industries, okay? And that's what I'm setting us up for. So if you want to know why I'm asking you to not take the shortcuts, and you want to know why I'm not looking for quick money, it's because I'm setting you, everybody up, myself and this company, for something greater, okay? So it's going to take some time and years behind it, but once it happens, it's going to be very rewarding, and everybody's going to, you know, feel that same feeling of you know, putting in that work and going the long route. So that's what my message is today. I'd just like to say, you know, for all the guys that have been here for a while, and I know that you know where I'm coming from, and you've felt it. Even the guys, a lot of the SS guys, you know, a lot of the guys in the Land Sharks have been here for 2 years. You know, the younger guys that started when they're 18, now they're 20, or started when they were 17, now they're 19. You know, I would say that you guys are ready. All right, sorry, but we ran out of space, so we have to do a part 2 here. But I was gonna say, you know, for all the younger guys here that have been here for a while, and you're still 21 and under, look how much you've learned and look how much you've grown since you've got here. You know, like, look at the new guys and look at yourself and ask yourself, like, man, that's how I started. You know, those guys that are coming here and they're barely learning their sales pitch, and they have no idea what they're getting themselves into. That used to be you. You know, that was me once. And that's the journey that I love to see. I like to see the guys come in here when they have absolutely no experience in sales, and then 2 years down the line, they're freaking going to the damn car lot, driving off in their brand new Mercedes, you know? So that's what we do this for. We do this for the progress, and we do this to see people make their dreams come true. So I have written down that it's okay, all right? It's okay to go through, you know, a setback, all right? Everybody's gonna have setbacks. The best of them have them, okay? Everybody loses. Nobody, unless you're Mayweather, right? 50, you know. But even he has a loss in the Olympics, right? He has one loss. So embrace life, guys. I wrote down, it's okay to have a setback. You're gonna have them, but embrace it. That's life, you guys. You know, things are gonna go your way all the time. Things are gonna happen. You're gonna be driving down the street, and somebody's gonna blindside you or T-bone your car, and you're gonna be sitting there going, what the hell? You know, they might have to amputate your left arm or something. You got hit on your driver's side. That's life. Like, shit's gonna happen. Somebody's gonna get sick in your family and die. You know, all these bad things are gonna happen through life, but it's how you perform after these things happen that count. All right, you're gonna let it tear you down, or you're gonna let it make you stronger. So make sure that you're always making these things that happen to you in this business, in this industry, and in life, that you make sure that it makes you stronger, not weaker. Okay, because it's a long year. There's 365 days in this year, 12 months. What are you gonna do? Every month you're gonna go through trials and tribulations. You're gonna have to deal with certain things. So your job is, by the end of the year, to become a better and stronger person. And if you can do that year in and year out, what's gonna happen is 5 years are gonna go by, and you're gonna be sitting where you wanted to, what you came here for. All those goals you write down every day and you talk with your teams and your managers, those are gonna be all accomplished. And then it's gonna feel satisfying to sit there and say, man, I went through all that shit to get where I wanted to get, and it feels so good. So that's what we're here for. So anyways, I'm excited about our new office we're gonna be moving to, and I'm excited about some new business stuff that we're gonna be getting into, and I'm excited about you know, making everybody in this company understand the truth and understand how tough it's gonna be. But at least I'm letting you know beforehand. I'm letting you know it's gonna get ugly. I'm letting you know it's gonna get tougher. I'm letting you know it's gonna get shittier. It is. That's just the way life is. And once you understand that, you can embrace it, and it doesn't hurt you now. You're bulletproof. You know, I mean, if you're used to bullets flying over your head, it doesn't bother you. But if you've never been around that, then obviously you're gonna probably die before you even get shot. You die from a damn heart attack. You know, so don't freak out and don't jump ship. Don't freak out and die from a heart attack before you even get shot. In other words, like, you are gonna get banged up here. You're gonna get banged up in this industry. You have to be tougher than that. You gotta be okay with that. don't run. Don't be like one of these chumps that are running around company to company, running and running and running. They're running from the deals that they wrote. Like, think, you know what I'm saying? Like, these people are running from the shit that they wrote. They wrote shitty deals. So you got to pay it back. You're responsible for a whole year. So if you thought you were going to get over, you're not. No matter where you go, it's going to follow you. It's always going to follow you. That's going to be your habit. And those people never make it in life. So let's make sure that we're managing, managers out there. Make sure you're teaching your guys this. Make sure that you're practicing this so they can look up to somebody. They have somebody every day that they can look up to and say, this is the guy that I want to be like. You never want to be the manager where your team's looking at you saying, I don't ever want to be like this guy. You want your whole team looking up to you saying, this is exactly the kind of man that I want to be. This is a hardworking guy that doesn't take any shortcuts and he gets shit done the right way. And nobody can argue that. You can't ever argue the truth. That's one thing that's always stands firm is the truth. So let's make sure that we practice that, guys, out there on the streets when you're talking to your customers, and because that's what we teach the people here on the phones. We teach them to spot the bullshit because we don't want bullshit deals funneling through our company, ruining our reputation. Like, if you think about how many years I've been doing this shit for 29 years, and you think I'm gonna let some guy come in here that's been doing it for 29 days ruin my reputation of 29 years of knocking on doors? Come on, man. Like, that's retarded. Like, I'm not gonna let that slide through, and neither are the people that we're teaching here. So make sure you're getting the right home proofs. Make sure you're writing up homeowners. Make sure that you're letting these people know it's a 36-month contract or a 60-month contract. Like, you gotta let these people know that. So when the confirmation call happens, the second confirmation or the first one, they're not surprised and they're not wanting to cancel because you left that out. I mean, it's real simple. These people are canceling over stuff that you can prevent. And they're just mad. Why? Because you're not being truthful. You're lying to them. They're looking at it like, oh, you didn't. It's not like you made a mistake. They're saying you lied. Like, nobody wants to be around a liar. Nobody wants this liar in their fucking house. So make sure that everybody, all the leaders in this company, you know who you are. All right? Even if you don't have the title. All right? Like, for instance, you got Raul, you got Ernesto, you have Roger. They're not sales managers. We don't have them in the sales manager meetings most of the time. But to me, those guys are leaders here. Right? So if Eric, he's not a sales manager, agent, but I consider those guys leaders, future leaders. So pay attention, guys, and listen to my meetings and listen to what I'm trying to tell you guys and what I'm trying to teach you here. And if you realize like what's really going on, like, you're just gonna have to put a lot of work into what you're doing if you want it to be successful. You can choose success two different ways. You can take the easy way out, okay, and have success, or you could take the hard way and have success. Most guys are gonna want to take the easy way. They raise their hand. You want it easy? Yeah, they'll take it easy. But how long is that gonna last? What are you gonna do when times get tough? If you've never had it tough, and now you get your first taste of having it tough, what happens? Fucking blow your head off, or you jump off a building, like a lot of these investors were doing in Wall Street. They're freaking killing themselves. They're offing themselves, and they're writing letters to their family saying, "I love you guys. Sorry, I let everybody down." They didn't let nobody down. They were cheating the fucking system the whole time, and then they get caught cheating the system, and now they get all their money taken away in their house and their assets, and then now they want to kill themselves because they never earned it in the first place, or they never went through tough times. Maybe somebody gave them a huge loan they come from money, so somebody taught them the ropes, the easy way to make money, and then they ran with that, and then now some shit happens where the stock market, and the real estate market crumbles, and they don't know what to do because they didn't start from nothing. So don't be that person that's a big crybaby that's freaking running and jumping the ship when it gets a little rocky. That's my message for today. So anyways, get the videos going back. Spent some time with my family. They're going back to school. And then Kara, obviously, she's leaving for 4 years. And that's my oldest daughter. So that's why I was at. I was gone to spending some valuable time with her before she left. She finally left. She was supposed to leave and all this, whatever, got held up. So she finally is officially gone. She left yesterday. And, I tell her the same stuff. Everything I'm telling you guys in this company, I say this to my kids, all the way down to Callie, that's 9 years old. I teach my 9-year-old this kind of stuff, So every chance you get, you're in the car with your loved ones, put that video on. Napoleon Hill, Think and Grow Rich. You could either listen to the Earl Nightingale one where he, talks about it, or you can just listen to the one that Napoleon Hill does. Either way, listen to it, and I guarantee you, you'll learn a lot from it, and it'll all make sense. All the stuff that you're going through every single day, the ups and the downs, you'll start finally embracing it, and you'll fall in love with it. You won't hate it. There's a difference between hating it and I can't stand it versus, man, I love this shit. I love that it's tough, because when you know you're going to get out of it, there's at the end of the tough and the tough days and the tough years and the tough months, at the end of that is success, and your goals are right there in reach. Keep going, keep rowing the boat. Keep rowing until you get to the land. Don't get in a boat, start rowing. You're within 20 miles, you can see land. Like you can see Catalina from here. That's 22 miles away, right? So your eyesight can probably see a lot farther than that, but you can see 22 miles. But 22 miles is still 22 miles. Don't take it for granted. Get in your boat and say, "Oh, I could see land. We're fine. We're just gonna get pushed over." No, you won't. The current in the sea is just like life. It's gonna push you around wherever it could start pushing you backwards away from the land if you quit rowing. It could push you to the left, and next thing you know, you wake up in the morning and now you're 22 miles that way because you stopped rowing. You thought you had it. You don't have it till you have it. Keep rowing until you get what you came here for. All right, thank you. That's it.